You know what that is right there? Can you guess what that is? That's a Bagley B3 Magnum. Man, they just don't make these anymore. That's a big crankbait, and the lip's not even cracked. That's a rarity. I hate to throw this thing because it's the only one I got, and it's one of my favorite all-time colors. It's a standard Tennessee shad. What a doll. Ooh. You ready to run a gun? It's time for blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101, where we make fishing simple for everybody. Welcome to part 9 of Simplify Your Fishing. This is going to be kind of a short and sweet video because I think this needs to be talked about because nobody mentions this on YouTube. I seem to have a bad habit of doing stuff that's really not on YouTube very much, is it? But the question of the day is, are you stuck in a rut? Are you stuck in a rut? Are you stuck in a rut? Yeah, I thought I had some fun with that. Seriously, are you stuck in a rut? The question you have to ask yourself is, what is a rut? Well, a rut is when you're really not paying attention to what you're doing. You're so comfortable at your fishing that you don't pay attention to what you're doing. Now, there's really nothing wrong with that. You are out there to relax. You're out there to have a good time. But if you're also wanting to catch fish, figure out what's going on, then you need to pay attention. But if you get caught in a rut, then you're going to realize when you catch that first fish, you're not going to have a clue what you just did. But if you're fishing a crankbait, did you change something? If you're fishing a worm, did you do something different to it? If you fish a spinnerbait, did you twitch it? What about a topwater? Did you let it sit there? Another facet of the rut. Now, before I go any further, don't get rut confused with confidence baits. I know I did a confidence bait video a few weeks back, but the one of the bad trends to confidence baits is you can get caught in a rut. And it's okay, we all do it. Don't worry about that. Pros even do it, especially on practice days. So everybody's guilty of doing it. The inside feature of the rut is zoning out. Now you're probably thinking, zoning out? You might rewind it because you probably just didn't hear what I said because you zoned out. Anyway, seriously though, zoning out, and I've done this. Zoning out is when you're fishing a stretch, whether it's a bank, whether it's a point, whether it's open water, whatever you're doing, and you happen to look back, say 50 to 100 yards, and have no memory of fishing that stretch of water because you zoned out. Either you were talking to your buddy in the boat, you're thinking about, I got to mow the grass tomorrow. You got to think, man, I meant to get the car inspected, and here it is, a new month. There's a lot of stuff that can make you zone out, or you're just thinking. I know it sounds kind of nerdy, but a lot of times when I zone out is because while I'm fishing, I'm thinking of a bait that I can design for what I'm doing. Like, if I had a bait that did this, so if I carved this and made a mold for this, and before you know it, you fished 100 yards of bank, and you're like, I don't even remember what I did. That's zoning out. Okay, that's like the part B of the part A of the rut. You got to have part A to part B to mix it together to get that kind of situation going, and it's not good, but it does happen to everybody. It's like I have said before on several other episodes prior to this. Listen to how you fish. Pay attention to what you do. Because if you don't pay attention to what you do, you're going to get caught in that rut. And you'll be throwing the same baits every time you go out, and you're not learning anything. There's nothing wrong with going out with an extra bait that you've never thrown before, like one of these, or something like that. Nothing wrong with that. It kind of keeps you on your toes. Or if you want to try a new technique, it kind of keeps you on your toes. I kind of do that myself about once, maybe twice a month when I get back into going all the time, once my shoulder gets better and everything. And I can, I kind of keep on my toes, sticking with stuff, or maybe a technique I just don't throw that much. Is definitely something that kind of keeps you awake, keeps you going, but rut is something that could be a bad situation to be in, and you don't even realize it until maybe something just wakes you up in the boat. You're kind of like, oh man, I just caught a fish. I don't even have a clue what I did. Or, man, I just went around this whole entire point and I don't even remember throwing the first cast. But again, like I said, if you're going out to go fishing and have fun, don't beat yourself up over that. That's okay. We all do it. When you don't want to do it is when you're trying to catch fish. When you're trying to figure out what's going on, put a pattern together, and catch them. That's when it becomes a problem. So just want to throw that out there, guys. A little short snippet. Get you to thinking a little bit. There's plenty more to come on this topic as far as simplify your fishing. I still got plenty more to go. Still getting emails from you guys and a bunch of other stuff. And, I've gotten a few ideas. I'm always writing down ideas and everything, trying to, do videos on stuff that you just don't see. Because somebody needs to talk about it. Somebody needs to get you thinking about it. Because if you don't see it, you don't think about it, and you don't realize there's a problem with anything. So, again, make sure you hit the subscribe, click the notification bell, tell your buddies about this. Let's get some more people going on here. Love hearing feedback from you guys. And, I love talking back and forth. We've got, I have in the planning of Simplify Your Fishing, I've got a series that's probably going to take 2 or 3 videos to do because it's pretty in depth, but it's also kind of simplified as well. And there's a lot of topics on it, on YouTube, but it is what it is. But I just want to put my 2 cents in on it, and hopefully it'll simplify things for you too. So again, thanks for being here, guys. May the Father bless you and keep you in Yeshua's name. And as always, tight lines and fish on.